How's it? Today's Monday, December 11th, and I'm restarting. Essentially, I'm restarting my programming. I am trying to, actively deal with my shoulder being the way it is. So today is day one, week one, day one, whatever you want to call it, I guess, of the new training block. And it went pretty good. I'm trying to go back to my old training split, which is like snatch focused stuff on the Monday, squat with some overhead work on the Tuesday, clean with some jerk work on the Wednesday, both lifts on Friday, and then SBD type stuff on Saturday, strength stuff. So mostly bench and deadlift, but sometimes I squat on the Saturday because I don't have enough time to squat on the Fridays. So starting with that all off, moved back to one of my, I would say honestly, this is probably one of my better lifts. Probably one of my less favorite overhead lifts. But snatch push press plus overhead squat. I think for a 1+1, I went up to like 130, maybe it was 135. I really wanted to get to 140. I wasn't really close to that, but going up to 100 just for a single set of 3+1 today. When I was warming up, my shoulder was not happy. First couple sets were a little bit painful, but I think like as I got better into like 60, 80, and then 100, these felt pretty awesome, to be honest. I think one thing that I'm realizing now is that if I am a lot more connected to the bar, especially from like my spine, then my shoulder hurts less. And I think that's true for all the other lifts as well. But yeah, 100 overhead feels all right. Yeah, today's selection of exercise complex, whatever, is gonna be power snatch plus hang power snatch. I'm doing 1+3 because it's sort of like a beginning of a volume phase again. So I'm just trying to figure out what is gonna be good for me in the long run. I don't think that power snatching, full lifts is gonna be super sustainable in the long run, but right now, hang powers they're okay. They don't feel super great. Like, they don't feel like I am executing at the level that I would like to and executing at the level that I expect of myself. But 70 for essentially 4 reps is pretty good. And then after that, I did some floating snatch pull. So what I usually do is a 1+2. So one regular snatch pull and then 2 floating snatch pulls. One thing I notice about those is my shoulder feels a little bit pained when I'm doing those, and that's probably the first time that I really felt that. So that is a good and bad sign. It's good to know that that is a mechanism that does cause a pain, and it's bad that it's painful. Um, so here's my first set at the complex 1+3, 70. The last rep here is really difficult because my straps are like essentially falling off, and I tried my best to fix that in the next 2 sets because that's never a good feeling. I think like when I'm looking at these lifts, the third set, so the last set, had a lot better sort of connection to the bar. That was basically not a power there, but this last one here you'll see. I feel like it's a lot more successful execution. I would say. So you see that extension there is pretty good, and then the issue that I was kind of dealing with earlier was that from the hang, if I don't have the correct spot to start at, then all of it becomes difficult after that. So I feel like I've nailed that a little bit better. Like keep in mind I haven't really done hang power snatches. I don't know. I don't know how long, 8 months, something like that. That's like one of those things that I'm absolutely terrible at, and so I feel like if I don't practice it for extended amounts of time, then it just is. I feel like it gets worse comparatively, you know. But yeah, so here's my snatch pull, floating snatch pull here at 90. So it's my right shoulder. Keep in mind, it's my right shoulder that's been giving me some issues. The actual position to start from, the hold, no problems. But once I get to extension, if my shoulder's in the wrong spot, or I guess a very specific spot, then it is a little bit painful. And so hopefully me doing all of my accessory work, like especially outside of the gym, is going to be starting to help that. I think that honestly it feels like it's getting better. And I feel like I say that every single day, but realistically, it should get better every single day, even if I'm not doing anything, because the pain or whatever that's causing it is starting to heal. And yeah, I like, yeah, for lack of a better term, time does fix a lot of things. So I'm trying to boost that with my rehab type stuff. But after that, I finished off with some pull-ups and some pal-off presses. Today was, again, it was pretty solid. I hope to be able to continue this next week. I'm probably not going to take large jumps. I'm probably going to go like 73, 93, and then like maybe 103 for the overhead work at the beginning. But yeah, I'm pretty amped, pretty excited to finally get things dialed up and figure out where to go from here. But yeah, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Shoots.